Hello, everyone. I'm Han. What about where I am now? It is the headquarters of H3C Group in Hangzhou. I have a lot of friends here. But this is not a visit to them. It's a relatively new department. It is H3C's intelligent terminal product line. I'd like to come over and take a look. It's also because they've released a new home router. That's the one I'm holding. BX54 router. From this specification configuration, it's very high-end. But what really caught my interest? It's after using it for a while, I found the coverage ability and quality of its wireless signal. It turned my perception of traditional home routing upside down. That's no exaggeration. Better performance than many enterprise APs I've used. I think it's kind of amazing. Speaking of H3C's enterprise AP, I don't think there's any doubt about the quality. Number one in the domestic enterprise wireless market for many years. There's no excuse for the quality of your stuff. But what about home routing? I think it's a little strange to be able to do that. After all, H3C doesn't have a lot of heat in the consumer market, including me. I'm sure a lot of people are choosing their home routers online. I don't think you'll remember H3C and this one of its products. Right, if the quality is outstanding, this shouldn't be happening. Anyway, there must be a reason. But as a technical self-publisher, I'm actually more concerned about how that quality was built. So what about me today? Then we came to the R&D area of the smart terminal product line. Just want a real answer. So about why H3C home routing has such amazing quality, I think I found the real reason. That's the secret. This amazing testing machine. There are quite a few specialized test machines in the Wi-Fi field, but what is really called the industry standard? Only this test set from Octoscope. It's test data. Basically, it's an industry-recognized standard, but that doesn't mean everyone uses it to develop and test products. It's not that I don't want to. It's the thing that's too expensive. Like this one. I see these accessories. These, when you add it all up, I'm guessing over 7 million. This is something the average manufacturer can't afford. Anyway, I originally asked some of the domestic, leading enterprise and wireless device manufacturers. There are only a few who have bought this test set. What about a lot of the vendors you're familiar with? They don't want to buy it. To say that domestic manufacturers of home routers, in my estimation, I don't think most of them have it. It's really more expensive than a wired tester. I don't think there are more than 100 units in China. So, this test set. How important is it to the development of Wi-Fi products? Let's put it this way. If a device wants to get the experience right, what if it needs to have 100 test steps to validate it? Then it can do 100 tests. Without it, I don't think I'll be able to do half the tests. And there are no alternatives. If you develop your own equipment as a manufacturer, if you can't find the problem yourself, it's hard to satisfy consumers with that quality. Seize this opportunity. I'd like to explain. A lot of people think I know more about Wi-Fi, so why don't you do a little more product testing? And here's why. I don't think I'm capable of doing the test professionally. Simple load testing can't be said to be meaningless, but from a professional point of view, too little reference value. That real Wi-Fi product test, the focus is really all at the RF level. Think about it. You run 100 load tests. You hit 50 streams. You test one time. Actually, for the router, you're just a physical terminal. Will the results be the same as if the load was 50 devices? Right. The Octoscope set. Its core selling point is the simulation aspect of real terminals and environments. Look at this shielding box. This shielding box. It creates a pristine wireless environment free of interference. And then you put this test equipment in. Generate a large number of real wireless terminals to connect and test. And in the process, calibration through authoritative algorithms. It's used to simulate the distance. This is the angle of the connection. For example, the ability to penetrate walls, whether there is interference. Or even whether the NIC chip in your terminal is Intel or Qualcomm, everything you can imagine. All the problems that come with using it. All automated tests can be performed on this instrument. It seems to me that this set of machines also comes with a mesh component, and those powers we just talked about. It can also be used in mesh networking tests. So basically the Wi-Fi product solution is going to do, or can do. Not a single one of these tests will be missed. So as soon as I wandered into this section I immediately understood, as long as the products of Xinhua San Intelligent Terminal have experienced the test of this set of equipment, it's possible to detect problems in advance, problem solving ahead of time, it's being optimized for validation. Then the quality must be guaranteed. Oh, that's right, I'll say one more thing. The turntable inside the shielding box is very, very cleverly designed. You can do automated multi-angle testing now. What about this test? It's critical to the product. Previously, it was almost unworkable to rely on human flesh. You thought the router was here. Does it have this signal like even coverage in all directions? I'm telling you it's not really the antenna design of some devices that's not well tuned. The signal is stronger when you're facing it than when you're facing it sideways. So if you have a similar problem at home, try turning the router at an angle. About how this BX54 router can have such quality. The answer I was looking for was found. So it looks like when you go to pick out a router in the future, and we can't forget about H3C. That's all for now. It's too noisy in here. Even though I'm wearing these AirPods with noise cancellation on, I can still feel my blood boiling. But my top is cool. Because 1 meter next to me is the air vent of this air conditioner. I'm going out now. Don't forget to like and retweet. I'm Han. I'm waiting for you on these platforms below.